right, welcome back to another episode of Wild Faith Podcast. I'm joined today by Eric Clements. We got Pete cooking some lovely dinner in the background, the old pit boss.
Yep.
We put the smackdown on some geese this afternoon, so...
Well, let's not call it a smackdown.
Well, the ones that came in, it was a smackdown.
It was a smackdown for the ones that came in.
So we are breasting out some geese. And we got, like I said, some lovely back straps. Got a wild game night here at the Goose Fest.
I think Pete did jalapeno popper stuffed back straps and a onion and mushroom wrapped in bacon too. And we're putting it on the smoker.
Wow. Yeah, that's high living right there.
Yeah.
So
we'll
I'll
see.
tell you what, man. I am ready to be done with this heat.
Yes, the heat has been bad.
Yeah, there's just no other way to say it. I'm done with the heat. I'm ready for it to be.
I mean, what was it? It was like 85,
today.
86.
October next week.
Surprising the geese were actually willing
They
to.
were moving pretty early. Wouldn't you say? I mean, like this afternoon.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
we got
out there later.
We got out there late because we figured they wouldn't be.
Yeah, and that's good. That's right, I suppose.
Well, I mean, but hey, I think we got out at the right time. We moved the decoys around, got the blind set up a little bit from where we hunted this morning.
Yeah, no, it was fun, good. It's always good to get out in the blind and see what bugs in the nose, you know.
Oh, that was the other thing. Mosquitoes were
Mosquitoes,
awful.
they weren't bad, and then when they did come out, they were
awful,
angry.
Yeah. I always feel like every time you guys come down, I feel like you bring the warm weather always for some reason.
You're putting it on us, huh?
Maybe you got to stop coming down during early season.
Yeah, maybe we just need to come down like November. Then it would probably be hot. And then Eric could blame it on us again.
Yeah, I would. You're right.
So
Yeah.
you were just out in Wyoming, though. Give us a little rundown on that.
Yeah, so I went elk hunting. I had bought a over-the-counter. I've been putting in points, but I ended up buying a cow tag because I want to use my bull tag for a bow hunting hunt out in Wyoming next year. The timing wasn't right this year to do it, and I wanted to give like a solid 10 days of hunting. So this is just like a 5-day hunting
See if
trip.
You can punch a tag.
Yeah. So I bought a cow tag and I went out there.
How was it?
It was good. It was warm. This is my first time. My cousin's been going out there for the last, 8 years.
Mike?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mike's been going out there. And they never have issues filling tags. It is private land.
Yep.
But this year, they said this is like the first year they've actually had to
work for
it.
They blame it on you?
That's exactly what happened. Yeah, that's typical though. I mean, usually it gets blamed on me anyway. So
Sure.
Yeah.
So, rundown. Were they moving? What were they doing?
There was one herd that was kind of in the area that ultimately it was just. There was a lot of bugling, let's put it that way.
Okay.
A lot of bugling. We saw a lot. But like I said, I had a cow tag and
most everyone else had a bull?
No, 3 of us had cow tags and then 2 people had bull tags. And the issue is that when you have one herd, you're not going to shoot a cow.
Yeah, and blow it for everyone
and blow
else.
it for the people that have the
bull tags.
So
makes sense.
Which,
being a team player.
Yeah. So I was a team player, and we saw a lot of bulls. There was one we could have got. We did shoot one on our last day.
Nice.
But other than that, that's kind of what it was. Unfortunately, I did fly out there, which
was
nice. Yeah.
Save a little time.
It's a little time not having to drive from La Crosse, it's 16 out. It's 12 hours.
Yep.
But
yeah, we were just there.
Here in Milwaukee, I was gonna say here in Milwaukee.
15.
Yeah, it's like 15, 16.
So what do you got cooking for the rest of the fall?
Oh boy, a little bit of this.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, basically. I know you guys are going to be going out to North Dakota. I'm not going to be doing that because I don't have enough PTO.
Darn PTO. It's every time.
You have to work, I guess.
Yeah, you do have
work
to.
to pay your bills, unfortunately.
Pay for your hobbies.
Yeah.
Pay for all that kuyu.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing that. Once it starts, usually towards the end of October, I start focusing a little bit more on deer. Yeah, that's usually it. So, haven't had a lot on my trail cameras.
Yeah.
But I don't think a lot of people probably have.
No, mine's, I literally just have the one out in the backyard, so it's not that much. But it's
kind of
ever since that early September cold front we had,
yeah,
it's been pretty dead. So I don't know what that's all about, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Next weekend is duck opener in Wisconsin for the south side.
Are you going to be going out?
Pete and I talked about it.
Oh,
We both have kid stuff at like 9 o'clock in the morning Saturday, so we'll see. It'll be an absolute zoo, I'm sure, out there of people.
Yeah.
So, and it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be 80 again. So, kind of one of those things. It's like I could wait. We'll play her by ear though.
Yeah. Gosh,
But the weather looks pretty. I mean, it's extended forecast. Obviously, you never know. But for when we're out in North Dakota, it looks like high to mid 30s at night. Like that's what I'm ready for.
The cooler weather.
Yeah.
This breast is.
What did you do to that guy?
Whoever
Poor
shot
thing.
it is one. Poor guy. Oh boy. I don't know. You have to cut this thing in half. People are probably watching me struggle doing this.
Well.
And judging me. That's alright though.
Yep.
Judge all they want.
Yeah, exactly.
Pete's probably over here.
Where do you
saying,
want these guys? Just set them down for now?
Yeah, just
bag them later.
Yeah. Bag them in that seat. That's what I'm talking about. Look out. Oh, that's not.
That one's a slow beat up, but I've seen worse, right?
Yeah. What are your plans? I know you've been kind of saying you were gonna be doing a little bit more.
My plans kind of got crazy again all of a sudden.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were telling me that.
So I originally drew for archery in South Dakota, and then, the North Dakota trip came up with the boys, and so I was like, all right, I'll send my archery tag back, return it, for South Dakota, get my refund, get my points back, but with the move, with just everything and life getting in the way, I kind of forgot to, and I sent it back too late. So I was talking to the Fish and Game office this last week, and they're like, yeah, sorry, but it's what it is. I'm like, yeah, no, it's rules are rules, right? So
that's why they have them. They make an exception for you. They're gonna
make an exception for everyone, right?
Exactly.
So, it is what it is. I wasn't planning on going on a archery hunt after the planned out the North Dakota thing. So
what's your wife think about that?
My wife's a saint. I told her kind of what went down, and she's like, well, you can't. She didn't want me to eat the tag.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna go out. I think probably leave Halloween after the boys go down. We'll do all the trick or treating and that stuff, and then go give her the beans for 6-7 days or so. Hopefully just one day, but that never happens. So, but I'll be meeting up with Wolf out there. He was just on the pod. That was Evan's buddy from college. Played ball together. We met up out there a few times. He's gonna be hunting that same general area I'll be going to. And so I was texting him.
Maybe hunt together?
Yeah, I was gonna he's probably gonna be getting done his last 2 days will be like my first 2 days. Mm-hmm. So he'll be able to kind of give me a good rundown of what's been going on.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
When are you actually going out?
I'm gonna leave Halloween night. And then
dude, that's some good bow hunting here.
I know. It's literally the only real time.
Can I hunt your stand?
In my backyard.
Yeah, you have a nice one there.
Yeah, he hasn't been around for a month. Literally a month, I think, to the day. But yeah, so that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. Get some hunt with Wolf for a bit, and then probably, I'm sure, get some solo time out there as well, which is kind of, I don't know, that was the first time I ever did a solo hunt last year. It was kind of interesting.
I was gonna say, I think I'd like that.
It,
Some people, if they knew me, probably would be like, "You couldn't do it, Eric." But
you could. It is interesting, right? But a lot of time for thinking, a lot of time for
reflection,
praying, reflection, just gratitude and all that stuff.
Gotta have that every once in a while.
You do, yeah. You gotta. I mean, it's like easy to do. I mean, it's not easy to do. You gotta be.
Yeah, you know what? And you're probably, I mean, you probably maybe experienced this last weekend when we were doing our run, but
Oh, pain cave.
the pain cave, little time for prayer.
Yeah, Lord, get me through this.
Yeah, type of action going on.
Yep. No, absolutely. You find yourself doing that?
I did. Yeah, right in the middle. Well, actually, I shouldn't say right in the middle. More in the beginning, because I was like, oh, it's gonna be a rough night.
It was. The rain.
Well, you can't talk. You went home and went to bed.
Didn't you?
I slept for 2 hours on a cot because my friend wouldn't let me go home.
Yeah.
Fritz wouldn't let me.
And then, didn't you go home eventually and go?
Yeah, I got my 50 miles in, and then I decided to call it quits. And they were all like, "You gotta beat Pete. You gotta beat Pete," because Pete's over here with his 75 in 24 hours.
Yep.
I didn't have it. Yeah, Maniac Pete doesn't train, doesn't do anything for training.
Full send.
Full send. He's probably gonna need knee replacements in the future. Any comment, Pete?
I think he's out back
Uh-oh.
doing the potatoes.
Well,
We're cruising through these bad boys.
Mm-hmm.
Just one more. Well, 1.5. Yeah, it's always kind of fun. I'm just, like, it doesn't feel like fall yet. It still feels like late
No, it still
summer.
feels like, yeah.
Like, I was even out on the river the other night with Rogan, just putzing around looking for
I mean, if you guys weren't going to come down this weekend, I was thinking about going camping, doing some fall camping, but I'm glad.
Summer camping at this rate.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, well, I guess you'll come down.
Yeah. Yeah, what do? You can't control the weather.
No, you can't.
But, yes, sir.
Yep. What was I going to say? How are you liking your new job and lacrosse,
new
living
job's
life?
good. Yeah, we love it. We got a sweet little spot. Boys love it. Get to go out river all the time. And
I'm jealous sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I probably
you
told
just
you.
gotta move back.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen.
Not yet.
You know what? Because I know my wife probably doesn't actually listen to this podcast. I'm not gonna lie. So, I do actually like Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I do. There's a lot more to do here, unfortunately, and I mean, not probably.
Unfortunately.
Fortunately, I should say.
Yeah.
There's not. Yeah, I'm not going to talk bad about lacrosse. It's just it's a bigger city. It has more opportunity, but it's almost a big city, small town feel.
Well, you guys are in the suburbs, so that helps.
Yeah.
You're not right down in town.
No.
Just get away from the craziness a little bit.
There is a lot of craziness.
Yeah.
If you guys ever want to look, just watch Code Blue Cams. Milwaukee.
A lot of lacrosse on there too, though.
Yeah, there is. More homelessness, though.
Yep. Yeah, dude, what are you looking forward to most this fall?
I don't really truly know. I think more like just being able to get. I want to do more bow hunting, but I keep saying that every year, and
Yeah.
kind of lost.
You got a pretty decent opportunity around here, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and that's why I like going out here because and that's the thing. I used to do a lot more bow hunting up in La Crosse, but it's very difficult. I mean, when I first moved down here, I was driving back to La Crosse, which is 3 hours from here.
Right.
Every multiple weekends in a row, and obviously it adds up, and you gotta. When you're married, it's not always about you, and
right. Yep. You gotta
and so you kind of gotta. I started just picking the times that were best to go bow hunting. But it's nice when I found this property here from a farmer that lets us goose hunt quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
he let me start bow hunting. So I got some property that I can bow hunt down here now. Now it's pretty close to like the suburbs of Milwaukee, so there's always that chance you get that big buck that's never
been shot at in his life.
been shot at in his life. But I mean, I still get to go out and see and actually like watch deer, and that's what I like, interacting with deer, especially during the rut.
Yeah, no, for sure. What would you say is the biggest change from basically hunting the bluffs to like field hunting? You know what I mean,
that's the thing. There's not as many trees, so when you get down to Milwaukee, it's a lot. I mean, there's not as big of in La Crosse. There's a lot.
Yeah, it's more like back home for me, farm country.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like for you around Rochester.
Yep.
A lot more open fields, small little areas, pockets of woods, but not like the huge.
So where do you
vast
like
amount.
like what do you like to set up on?
Well, kind of pinch points.
Yep.
There's a canal that I've kind of seen that, especially during the rut, they like to run up and down the canal a lot.
A little safety in there.
A little safety. I don't know if there's, but kind of get in some small little tree area, like a little grove of trees there. Mm-hmm. Edge of a bean field, cornfield. We can't actually, whatchamacallit. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my words. It's been a long day. You can't. Yeah, we can't. Why am I having a blank?
I don't know. Are you having a stroke?
Yeah, I could be. It's a heat stroke.
It's could happen today.
Yeah, it could have. Well,
pinch points.
Yeah, pinch points.
Yeah,
we'll just leave it at that.
Perfect. You guys, I know you said your trail cams have been dead, but have you had much this year?
No, not really.
Not really. No.
But you know what? That's the thing is
I feel like it's a double-edged sword having big deer on your cameras in summertime, because like unless he's truly home ranging like on your property,
yeah,
it just depends how big your property is, a bunch of other stuff obviously, but like I found a lot of times like when I do have a lot of good-sized bucks on camera early,
yeah,
especially in the summer, they're gone until the rut at least.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm like maybe when it starts cooling down here, I'll start getting more action. But it's like there was a couple of bucks right away in the beginning of the, like when I actually put them on in August. But other than that, I haven't really seen a lot besides does, which it is what it is. That's my plan, is to shoot a doe this year. I haven't shot a deer with my
get some meat.
Yeah, I haven't shot a doe with my bow in a long time, so or just a deer in general with my bow.
Sure. Yep. What's the what do you think the prognosis for tomorrow morning is going to be? The outlook.
I don't know. The
50-50?
50-50, because the field we were hunting, we were going to hunt, other people were hunted, and we'll see. And it wasn't that bad this morning.
I would say like I was pleasantly surprised with numbers down here compared to when we were last time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like there's significantly more.
It's definitely more than it was.
Significantly more. So that's nice to see. But do you guys get much? Like I know you and Ben do quite a bit of goose hunting. Do you guys get much for field ducks?
I would say no, but that's because most of the time that I feel like there's a lot more duck hunting going on, a lot more ducks around, I'm usually bow hunting.
Oh, okay.
So Ben would probably tell you yes.
Yeah.
I know he actually has like duck decoys he's bought 2 years ago. So
yeah,
I could say the last duck I shot out of field, and maybe the only one, was 5 years ago. But that's once again because
I
wasn't at the time. I didn't
your gun for a bow at that point.
Yeah, and I didn't at that time. I mean, that was probably the time that I had probably been up to La Crosse like 3 weekends in a row, and I was like, well, I can't go up there to bow hunt, so I got to do something.
Got to do something, right? Got to scratch that itch.
Mm-hmm.
What if you could pick? We'll go big game, and then we'll go waterfowl. One state and species for big game. What would it be? All expenses paid.
One species in one state.
Yep, you pick the state, you pick the species, whatever weapon you want to use, but it's all expenses paid. Flight, everything, tag. New rifle
from Weatherby.
from Weatherby.
I'm gonna say Montana elk hunt.
Montana elk hunt. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be good, but I hear there's a lot of big grizzly bears up there, so I don't know.
Yeah, that would be the hardest thing for me, would to mentally
Especially
get
when
past
you're,
that point of
especially
like,
because you're like when you're hunting elk, you're being quiet. That's
buy me a beer.
Yeah, I'll get you one.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been elk hunting, so I can't talk on it at all.
So I mean, like when we were on Glacier, you're not. I mean, you don't have to be quiet. You're not hunting.
Yeah.
So it's less likely that you're gonna stumble upon like a close encounter with a bear.
But out hunting,
because
sure,
you're
quieter.
you're quiet. You're
Yeah, you don't
cow
want to spook
calling.
it off.
You don't want to spook the elk.
You sound like they're prey.
Yeah, you spook a
Gross.
bear. That's gonna be a whole nother story. And
Yeah.
I've definitely never experienced it, so I couldn't tell you what I would do.
What would you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, funny. We were in Yellowstone over a few years back, and we went on this hike to this like suspension bridge, Hell Ring, I think it was called. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't that far. It was like maybe 2 miles out. But it's kind of pretty basically down, some switchbacks. We get down there, fine. You know, we had the boys on our backs with my parents, and we're just kind of checking it out. John fell asleep. We're walking back up, and it starts like sleeting rain. Because it's like late May, you're in the mountains, obviously, so it can snow still. There's still plenty up there. And it was like little knives, it felt like, on your skin, you know.
Oh.
And so the boys are getting hit with it on our backs.
And they're young.
Young. I mean,
Younger.
They were 3 and 1, 4 and 2. No,
Try
3 and 1.
explaining that to them.
Yeah, and they're just screaming, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, great, we sound exactly like a animal in distress with 2 of them screaming in grizzly bear country.
And we're in Yellowstone.
Yeah, but nothing happened. But it was like you were talking there, it kind of made me think about that. So, all right, waterfowl. What would be like dream hunt for that?
I've never been in a pit blind before.
Yeah,
I would
me
really
neither.
like to do a pit blind goose hunt, or just like a pit in general.
And just see how it is.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be all about that pit life.
You think so?
Oh yeah, because it's more like relax. You can
More relaxed.
You can just chill. You can sit out there all day,
Yeah,
cook food, take a
yeah.
nap.
I would be all about the nap.
Oh yeah, you'd be.
That's
napping
why,
hard.
honestly, when you guys
Throw a
come
cot out
down,
there.
I'm always down for hunting. Just a couple hours.
Get your
pick it
nap
up,
in.
get my nap in,
Yeah.
get my
like those
2-3
naps.
hour nap in.
Yeah.
We had a good nap today. 2
Yeah,
hours.
I was tired.
I don't think Pete got the nap, but
No. No.
he was on
Dad
girl dad duty.
Yep. No, for sure.
While he's driving around, she's sleeping. When
Yeah.
when he gets
When he's
back.
ready to take a nap, he's up and running around. It's usually how it works as a parent. Yep. Good
Well,
stuff, man.
that's about trying to get your kid in the hunting, though. You know.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a fine line too, because it's like you don't want to like scar them on like a really hard hunt when they're really really young.
I don't think it was a very tough hunt today.
No, I'm not saying today was. I'm just saying like in general. You know, you don't want to like.
How those back straps looking, Pete?
I think we're done.
Ooh, we're done. Nice. Well, what other words of wisdom do you have tonight?
I don't really have a lot, to be honest. I hope Pete's not burning my potatoes.
He's been on him. I can hear him sizzling back there.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just trying to think of what our plan is for tomorrow. I know we're doing A-frames, but
What's your ideal setup for goose hunting? Like, if you could just like, it's perfect time of year to hunt them. What do you like doing?
I'll tell you
Layouts,
what.
A-frames.
I don't actually have one, but Ben bought that kickback.
Oh, from Dive Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing
comfy.
is dangerously comfy.
It's comfy.
Be some
You
hard
can take
naps
it.
going on in the
Yeah,
field.
and it's not as boxy. Like
Well, it's
you're more.
light.
It's light. You're closer to the ground. It's more versatile. I feel like.
Right, because like he said, if you just get like, you don't even probably wouldn't necessarily even need 2 blankets, but like if you did get 2 of those like ghillie blankets,
Yeah.
you know, darker one, lighter one, depending on where you're sitting, like
Well, and
it's like, I mean,
Especially
especially it
'cause
was like just so easy.
we couldn't drive into the field today.
That's always tough.
Yeah. So when you're taking 2 A-frames out there with 2 sleds,
2 jet sleds, you know, how many decoys we had out there today? Probably
we changed it up. That's the other thing.
What's
For
that?
all you people, we changed it up today. We didn't go small for early season. We went
Yeah,
a
so
little
talk
bit.
about that. When is the switch for you? Because, like, it's right borderline. Like, you could maybe start calling this not early season anymore.
I guess you could. I don't
It's
know.
hot, so that's the reason it feels
I mean, we
like
saw
it.
some migrators today for some reason.
Yeah, we definitely did.
'Cause
They're way up there.
Yeah,
and they were
big flocks.
cruising.
But it was very odd. I don't know why. I would still consider this early season. to
Yeah,
be
I would
honest.
think so.
It's
For
still
sure,
hot.
September, and it's 85 degrees. So, but when do you make that switch? Like, when do you start putting more decoys on?
I
Do you
usually
just start
say
reading
like
birds?
I don't know. I usually say like mid October probably.
Okay, they definitely.
I mean, I'm no goose expert.
Right.
I mean, they're animals. You
yeah,
know,
they're
just
gonna
birds.
do what they're gonna do.
Exactly. But, when we went out last time, we were doing smaller groups, and we just had birds that would just fly right over
They
us.
kind of give us a look, and that was it.
They give us a little look, but then, and everybody else and their mother is doing
Small.
So we said this today.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing, whether it's waterfowl hunting or any hunting, really is like if it's not working, change it up. If you're calling it, like if you're calling too fast, go slow. If you're calling too slow, go faster. If it's not
Yeah.
working. Same with decoys. If you're running small spreads, go bigger. If you're running big, maybe break them up.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's really just reading the birds. I feel like that's what it comes down to.
What do you do for like calling? What's your like? You kind of like listen. Do you like listening to birds and then base your calling off of them?
No expert once again.
Yeah, no, I know.
I usually like to just kind of, especially early season. I don't like to call as much. I feel like
Yep.
that's. I mean, from watching all the YouTube shows I've watched.
Yeah.
It's not a whole. It's really like if they call, then I respond. Then they call, and then as they get closer, I like to start doing more of like just moaning more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's actually what you're supposed to do or whatnot, but I start getting a little quieter. And then, today I noticed that when that one flock, landed farther away from, we didn't shoot at them, but there's another
Those
flock.
like five that were way out there, yeah.
And they were going to land right next to the other flock, but we started picking up, like, hey, come over here. That's why I
Yeah.
started, we started calling harder.
And then they came over.
And then they're like, oh, okay. And then they came closer, and that's
Yeah.
when we got to shoot them all.
Yep.
If you put that in an expert opinion, I don't really have one, but
Eric's humble opinion.
yeah, that's my humble opinion.
Yeah. No. It worked.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe they
It's
wanted
only
to go
good
over
if it
there.
doesn't work,
Yeah, it's true. So I guess that was the right call.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, and then like that last flock, we were like, oh, let's not call as much. Let's
Yep.
see. And then they stopped short like 200 yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were cupped up. They were looking like they were going to come right in.
Right at the end?
Right at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, let's just do it less
just wait
calling.
and see what
Let's
they do.
And then what do you know? They're
They stopped.
they're like how close off the ground. It's like, oh, we should have kept calling.
Yeah. Yeah. There was like I said, there was a lot of birds, especially far out across the road, across the telephone.
that's the
There's a
thing.
lot of birds moving.
That I feel like that pole really helps that Ben got.
Oh, yeah. So talk about that. What is it?
It's a flagger, but he ended up because we don't want to spend a bunch of money on things that
Yeah,
you could
you can
easily
make
just
yourself.
make.
Yep.
It's like a long, I don't know, what do you call it? Like PVC. It's not even PVC.
It's like a long, thin PVC pipe, though. It's probably like
Plastic.
6 feet tall.
pipe, black, and he just took one of those flaggers and just put it on the end and
It works
got
great.
it attached. And then it's longer, so it looks like it's up higher. But there's some bigger flocks that were flying out farther away that
pulled them over.
It pulled them over to come look at
At
the
least
spread.
look at them. Yeah. When it was funny because like some of those birds would like fly. They did the same thing. They flew like behind those big trees to the
Yep.
left. But then when they saw that flagger out there, then that's when they started to kind of
They
come.
kind of come over,
and-
and that's the thing. I think their sight, once again, not my expert opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like their sight is better than hearing, especially when you're so far away. I mean,
Well, it's
especially if it's
movement,
windy.
right? It's movement.
It's like, hey, come over here.
There's action going on. They're
Yeah.
feeding. Yeah. Heck yeah, dude.
Once again, I'm not a goose hunter expert.
It's all right, man.
I'm no Joey.
Yes, sir. Well, I think the food's done. We're right at that 30-minute mark, so I think we're going to cut it. See how it goes tomorrow. If we actually smack them, maybe do a quick ending part 2 and
Part 2.
be on our way. So we're going to...
Hopefully the Vikings lose tomorrow.
Whoa, bud. I don't know, we won
Go
last
Pack, go!
All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us on this journey through faith in the great outdoors. We hope today's episode has inspired you to seek God's presence in the wilderness and deepen your connection with nature. If you enjoyed today's discussion, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Wild Faith Podcast on your favorite platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. By subscribing, you'll never miss an episode, and you'll continue to be a part of the Wild Faith Podcast community. We'd also love to hear from our listeners, so please don't hesitate to reach out with your questions, comments, or topic suggestions. You can connect with us on social media or through our website. Your feedback is important to us and helps us improve and tailor our content to better serve you. And always remember, the great outdoors isn't just a playground for hunting and fishing. It's a sanctuary for finding solace and spiritual renewal. As you gear up for that next adventure, I pray you find God's presence in the crackling of a campfire, the thrill of reeling in your catch, or the quiet solitude found in nature. Until next time, thank you for listening to the Wild Faith Podcast. Take care, and God bless.